What's going on? Welcome back to Epicworld. What are we doing today, guys? Check this out. This is what I'm watching for inspiration.
Last month I started a brand new YouTube channel from scratch, which after 30 days ended at 1.2 million subscribers and these two plaques in my hands. As right when I posted part 1, anyone could have gone to the channel, filtered by popular, and copied every video like I'm doing right now. But the issue is, instead of blaming the effort or the videos, people like to say the algorithm doesn't like them, and then type it again, click text to speech, and delete. Now for the response, just add it like so and do the same thing of retype.
I love videos like this. Well done to Mike Chamberlain. I'm growing that. What I want to quickly talk about today is pivoting and having a mind like Sam Walton. This is something that I always think about since taking the 67 Steps course by Tai Lopez. If you don't know, Sam Walton is the guy that created Walmart, right? Sam Walton, Walmart. And what Sam Walton talks about in his book, Made in America, or what is talked about in that book, not necessarily what he himself addresses, but other people noticed about him, is that he had no problem pivoting or admitting that he was wrong. The mindset of Sam Walton in being able to establish the billion-dollar company, Walmart, was that he was so curious. He was competitive, but in a healthy way. He was not afraid to say, we tried that and we have results that it doesn't work, so let's pivot and change and adapt. Having a mindset like that is what I want to talk about with this video. We're on day 8 of my goal of 90. Day 7 of my goal of 90. And what I'm doing with this specific information, with the video that I showed you of Mike, is reminding myself that along with consistency, along with establishing goals and wanting to accomplish something that is worth applauding and something that is wonderful for ourselves to feel that we have accomplished, along with setting those goals, it's important to have a mindset where you can continually review your goal or continue to look at what you're wanting to do and analyze it, and then take in the information from everything around you and adjust to what you also see working. Something that you know that you will see of my story is that adaptation is, yes, it's been very important, highly important. Being able to deal with failure and being able to look at results and say, no, that's not exactly what we were shooting for. We missed the mark. And then sort of laugh about it. One thing that I can say about when things don't go according to plan is that you got to be your own booster in times like that. There have been some epic failures in my life. Many of them. And you know what's so funny is a lot of these things I will not change. You know, if I died today and I'm reviewing my life, looking at what happened, I would go, I wouldn't change any of that. Reason is because the character that has been developed from handling those failures, having those things happen, it's unquantifiable. Things like the video yesterday where I started talking about Renan Godino being a fraud. Would I change that? I would change the way that individual has handled the situation, yes. But what happened overall, I wouldn't change. Because what happened changed me into the kind of person that I want to be. And having grace enough with the failure, with the difficult situation that happens. That's the mindset that I've strived to have, and that I would encourage you to have as well. You know, if things hit the fan in your life, if they are hitting the fan right now, for many of you it is, be your own booster. Dig deep and find the courage within to be able to analyze what's happening and to understand how you can learn from what is happening. Right now, I'm learning how to adapt and change my strategy on this channel. My main goal is telling the epic stories that you're here for and to document my life so that I can finally put the things that have happened to me into a discoverable place where you can be directed to and you can actually hear the story instead of all of this experience living within the mind of Eric Paul Ilian Cherkov. Now it lives with you. Now it has a place to be able to inspire, to educate, and to help give some direction to those that may be in a situation that I was in 10 years ago or however long ago it was. There's a saying that goes, make your mess your message. That's what we're doing here. That's what I'm doing here. Now, with that being said, what sort of adapting are we doing today, Epic? Well, I'm glad you asked. The kind of adapting that I'm doing is seeing how we can get this channel a little more optimized for the age of 2025. So instead of being stubborn focused with consistency and saying, I'm going to hit 90 videos a day and just pounding them out and going, go, 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 you know, pausing for a second and saying, how is what I am doing working? How is what I am doing working? And here's what I've learned so far. It is working and it can use some adjusting. So in order to do that, I'm going to be filming 2 videos today, one for today's video and one to be able to front tomorrow. That way I can have a 24-hour buffer for my posting schedule in order to optimize algorithmically. In life, having a mindset like Sam Walton that is adaptable, curious, courageous, but ultimately undefeatable because the only L that you ever take is lessons. That kind of mindset is one that you want to strive after, one that you can forge for yourself and that I encourage you to look into. I'll link the book for Made in America if you're interested in reading it. I highly recommend it. I got onto that book by Ty Lopez. And with that being said, since you're probably new here, my name is Epic, and I appreciate you being on this channel. Now I'm going to power down my OBS because what I failed to mention at the beginning of the video is this is also a new format. I'm using the camera front facing and recording with OBS, but yesterday when I tried to do this, the microphone glitched, audio failed. We're going to see if it works. We're going to get the video sorted. And we're going to have a good day. You're going to have a good day. Let's do it. Thank you for being here. This is Epicworld. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.